Self-awareness is a superpower. Thank you for visiting Soul and Vibration. So a phone call from one of my clients inspired me to create this video. Basically, she went and got her palm read the other day. And when she walked into the place, basically she sat down, she pulled her palm out, the lady read it. And the lady told her that she has a curse over her head when it comes to her love life. And she wanted to ask me my opinion. And I said to her, I bet after this lady told you that your love life was cursed, she tried to sell you some kind of a bath or something to fix it. And she's like, yeah, how do you know? And I'm like, yeah, because it's BS. I say BS because I personally believe that if you believe you're cursed, then you are cursed. But basically, I don't believe that it's possible. And maybe I'm wrong here, but this is what I believe. And you can tell me what you believe in the comment box below. But I believe that in this reality that we live in, the mind has way more power over things than we know or understand. And I believe that crystal stones and baths and potions, I believe that those things hold power, but they only hold the power that we give to it. Because we know that this stone does this and that stone does that, we are activating that power within it because we believe it. And I'm not saying that these things don't hold power or don't have certain properties, but I'm saying that all of those properties are within us. Like everything that makes up the earth, the planet, the universe is all within us. So the potion is within us. The energy from the crystal is within us. And I believe having the physical stone or crystal or potion, I believe that's important for our mind to know that something is actually happening, because we've been so conditioned to only believe what our senses can see, touch, smell, hear, and feel, that anything that has nothing to do with our senses aren't real. So I believe that's where the crystals, the stones, and the potions come in to get us to realize that, hey, something is happening here. But when it comes to being cursed, like my first question to her was, not my first question. The first question was, did she try to sell you a bath after? And the answer was yes. My thing to her was, of course, it's easy for her to see that, for her to tell you that you were cursed. Like, let me ask you a question. Like, did you grow up seeing a lot of healthy, positive relationships? No. She said no. I said, okay, do you know a lot of people who have positive, healthy relationships? She said no. So even though deep down, my nose. So even though deep down she wants love for herself, basically based on a lot of things that she's seen growing up in her life, it's hard for her to manifest love, because even though she wants it, there's a part of her that's afraid of it because the way how she saw it growing up. Maybe growing up she saw a lot of bad situations where people weren't loyal, where people weren't consistent, where people were broken doing the best they could with what they had. So because of that, she pretty much assumes that like that's what love will be for her. So like I was saying to her is, no, you're not cursed. Basically, if anything, you want to get to the bottom of your internal programming. You want to get to the bottom of how you see relationships and why you see them the way that you see them. And a good way to tell how you see them and why you see them is reflect on the roles that our parents played. Like, what kind of relationships were they in? What kind of relationships did we witness growing up? And based on what we witnessed growing up is what we will manifest into our reality. So if we witness people betraying each other, lying, and a lack of trust, we're gonna assume that that's what love is all about. Like, it's just a matter of time before somebody abandons me. It's just a matter of time before someone lies or deceits or manipulate me. So might as well I protect myself. So naturally we attract partners who will mirror this reality back to us. Whatever we believe, that's what our partners will attract back to us. And not even just that. Sometimes when you are on a journey to become your greatest self, the only way to truly get your attention, to take a closer look at yourself and become curious about who you really are, apart from what you were told, is through painful relationships. These painful relationships show up into our lives, and they're painful because no relationship is not meant to make us happy, but instead they're there to help us to pretty much learn more about ourselves. Like for me personally, it wasn't until a really painful relationship that I experienced at some point in 2010 that helped me to like start taking my dreams more seriously, because this person was showing up in them. I know I'm kind of straying off topic, but if you are told that there's some curse over your family or there's some cloud over your head, basically when this is said to you, observe if the person tries to sell you something after. More than likely, it's a bunch of BS. You are only cursed if you believe that you are cursed. But if we're on the wrong path, of course, drama is going to keep happening until we understand what we're supposed to learn here. And once we pretty much understand what we're supposed to learn here, then it's easy for us to recognize BS when it's coming towards us. So the more we recognize BS when it's coming towards us, the less we have of horrible situations that bring out negative situations. The less drama we have with situations bringing out the worst of us, or we feel it's bringing out the worst of us, but really it's transforming us. But yeah, you're only cursed if you believe you're cursed. And if you get into their whole belief of baths and this and that, then it's like it'll always be something else. Today they'll be bathing you to get this curse off, and then tomorrow you accidentally got the curse back on you because you were dealing with so and so. Basically, you hold all the power. Whatever you believe is what it is. Like basically your belief kills and your belief cures. If you believe that there is a curse on you, there will be a curse on you. If you believe that that bath helped you, then it did help you. What I found for myself personally when it comes to that whole curse stuff and whatnot, I find being truthful with myself about what stuff is helps me to pretty much make sense of things a lot more. Meaning, for example, if I didn't grow up seeing loving, positive relationships, and basically if I look around and it's hard for me to count a bunch of happy couples who are having happy, successful lives, then chances are it's hard for me to manifest that because I didn't grow up seeing that, or I'm not surrounded by that. So basically, based on what I'm surrounded by and the conversations that I'm having in my head is what I'm going to manifest. So a person can look at me and say, oh, you're cursed when it comes to this area of life. It's like, how am I cursed when it comes to that area of life when I haven't been giving the proper tools to be successful in that area in my life? So that could go for your finances, that could go for any your relationships. Say you weren't given the proper tools on how to have a successful, happy relationship. So of course your relationships won't go that well, but you were given the proper tools to be a hard worker and a provider, so you know how to provide for the ones you love. But when it comes to being intimate meaning allowing people to see deep into you and being vulnerable and trusting that no one will hurt you, like you probably suck at that because no one taught you to do that, but you do well at the things that you weren't taught how to do. So yeah, if someone tells you you're cursed in some area of your life, again, like I said, be honest with yourself. Look at that area of your life. Look at your examples that you had growing up. And if chances are you didn't have the right tools and examples to be successful in that area of your life, basically that area of your life needs your honest attention. And from there you can get to the bottom of pretty much what you're lacking and create some kind of balance in your life instead of buying into the BS of getting some kind of a potion or whatever to remedy whatever is going wrong there. You know, you can fix it by bringing your attention, becoming aware. And that's why I say self-awareness is a superpower, because to be aware means that we're almost there. You know, once I'm aware of this thing, now I know exactly what I need to do to make it better. So yeah, become aware of that area of your life and be honest with yourself. Take a look at your surroundings and now come up with some kind of a plan or system on how to make it better. If this is something that's hard for you to do, then maybe you could see a life coach or someone to help guide you within this process. And that's what I love about being a self-awareness coach, because I'm able to use numerology and astrology to help people to get to the bottom of their internal programming, to understand why they perceive things the way they do, to understand why they keep running into certain situations over and over and over again. Once we are aware, then we could pretty much work on it and eliminate issues. But yeah, if someone ever tells you that you're cursed or you have some kind of cloud hanging over your head or whatever, tell them thanks for the information, but no thanks. I don't receive that. I don't believe that to be true for me, but thank you anyway. You guys, please stay curious. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with anyone that you think might find this information helpful. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.